Since 1949, New Contemporaries has been supporting emerging artists at the point that they are leaving education, which is a really critical career stage. Our intention is to give emerging artists' work a visibility and to increase their chances of progression within the art world. The selectors for Bloomberg New Contemporaries 2020 were three amazing artists, Alexandre da Cunha, Anthea Hamilton and Linder.
During the selection, it's impossible to not be aware of the amount of video, sculptural painting. And then at some point you realize that what it's important and what's relevant is it's what is there. It's almost like if someone is telling you a story and you find that story relevant or not, and then you almost don't see the technique or the medium.
The selection process was intense, thorough, demanding, and at times overwhelming because the overall standard of work submitted was extremely high. Ultimately, though, the selection process was exhilarating, and it offered the selection panel a unique and very intimate insight into the practice and concerns of those leaving art education. There's an urgency in a lot of the works in New Contemporaries 2020, especially in the video works. Other selected works offer counterpoint and contemplation. Their stillness and gravitas stopped us all in our tracks. New Contemporaries offers a biopsy of sorts, of the concerns and curiosities of a generation whose experience is inevitably unique to their predecessors and to those who will follow them.
I feel that this process of selections is quite similar to how artists make art. It's about picking things, mixing materials. And it's such a nice thing to do because we're not intellectuals. We're artists who deal with things like moved by weird reasons or motivations or passion or desire. And it's so good to be able to form a show that doesn't have an agenda and doesn't have an aim or an ambition to represent anything. And by grouping them through a very intuitive process, you end up portraying a generation, if you like, but in a very liberating way.
Young artists want their work to be seen by people they admire. The great important thing about New Contemporaries is the whole process means the work speaks first to the artists, and the artists in a way respond to what's there. They're not saying, oh, I want something rather, or I want something like my work. It's exactly the opposite. They want to be surprised. Also, what New Contemporaries does is provide an exhibition for the public. So in other words, it's not just helping people out, it's about a two-way process. An experience of contemporary art, of the very newest for the public, is fascinating.